Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Z2X. I am here joined by my co-host
The ex,
to the Z.
the
Yep.
mom.
Um, and today we're going to be talking about something a little different. A movie that we saw recently in theaters. Chainsaw Man, Reze Arc, or the
Yeah,
Chainsaw Man
it's
movie.
an anime.
Yeah, it's an anime movie, which don't really come to a lot of theaters in America that often.
No,
The only other one that I've seen as of recent was the Demon Slayer movie, but I'm not interested in Demon Slayer personally. That made a
no,
ton
but
of
it's
money.
pretty popular.
Yeah, I mean, it made like $700 million or some crazy stuff. That movie.
I was kind of surprised though that the Chainsaw Man didn't have more people in there, but maybe it's because we went to an early showing too.
In
And
I mean, there was no reserved seatings in like the later showings either. Like I checked it, even like 10 or other times.
really,
Yeah, it was
that
kind
is
of.
so weird to me because maybe people aren't really because they really didn't advertise it. I mean, we found out because of Kelly.
Yeah, I found out that it was in theaters because of like family friends. Um,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean, of course, I heard on the internet afterwards. So if you're in those spaces, I also think that Chainsaw Man is a little bit more niche. But basically, Chainsaw Man, for people that don't know, is set in this world where the fears of man are made into devils, like the fear of sharks, the fear of darkness, etc., are manifested into these creatures. And the main character has the heart of the chainsaw devil, giving him chainsaw powers.
Also, let's say that it's normally an anime that people watch on Crunchyroll,
Crunchyroll or other
but
similar platforms, yeah.
yeah, that comes from a manga,
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 yeah,
manga. Sorry, I never know say it right. A manga, and then they do an anime that's very popular in Japan. And then
yeah,
this movie that we saw is kind of an arc in
yeah,
between the
yeah,
seasons,
exact.
right?
So for people that don't really know much of Chainsaw Man, so imagine season one is like the start of the story, and it's like the first like three story arcs, and then they.
No, the in the anime,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
in the movie.
Well, that's what I meant. That's what I said is in the
Yeah.
anime, and then the movie then covers its own arc because the arc in the movie is because a lot of anime movies, like some people might know some of them, like the One Piece movies or anything like that. A lot of them aren't canon. However, the Chainsaw Man movie is canon to the rest of the series. It is an important story arc. But the reason it's a movie is because it's a little more self-contained than anything else. Like it doesn't flow as much off of like the other ones. It's like this is a new whole kind of closed-in story within the world itself, but it still
Yeah, it's
matters.
just focused on that one. It was really good, and
Yeah.
we were talking about like my age group. The first real kind of anime was heavy metal, and I saw it at the movie theater, and it was very sexual. And I know that the anime Chainsaw is kind of sexual, but the movie wasn't. I didn't think it was
Um,
at all. There was few scenes that had kind of boobs, but I, even though it does it was it R rating?
I think
I could
I believe I'll check real quick. Chainsaw
Okay.
Man
It
movie.
wasn't just so the X people out there, it wasn't as graphic as Heavy Metal,
Yeah,
the movie.
it does have an R rating. Yeah, because
Yeah, yeah, maybe that's why it doesn't get as much because I don't think Demon Slayer had an R rating.
no, the Demon Slayer, like literally, I think in ages, Demon Slayer
Like I think it was
Infinity
like
Cup.
13 and up or something like that.
Yeah, it was like I think it was like 12 and up or something like that. Like
Yeah, it was like
literally,
I thought it was PG-13 or something, but yeah, anyway, it was not as sexual even though they had kind of
yeah,
naked,
yeah. I mean,
but it didn't show anything. It didn't
because
really,
I mean,
even the boobs
here's
part, it
the key
didn't
thing
show.
that I think really, because many people look at Chainsaw Man and because I mean the character himself has sexual motivations because he wants
Yeah, because he's
to
a teenager
he
boy.
he's yeah, he's a 16-year-old boy, Denji, the Chainsaw Man, and he's like he wants to be with like girls and just be happy and just have something to eat. And there's like some stuff in the original manga because he's definitely sex driven as a character, but I think he's a bit deeper of a character than that, and I think the movie really shows that off.
Yeah, I think so.
And I think the thing is any of the nudity shown there's like no nipples or anything, which I think is very key when it comes to
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying. The difference between heavy metal and this one, heavy metal was, and it definitely was. This was different. I liked it, and I liked the storyline because I've seen
yeah.
some of the anime of Chainsaw, and it's a little fast and weird. But this actually
Oh,
flowed for someone with my old person brain, flowed better. That I could, I totally understood what
oh,
was going on.
100%. The movie, most of it, that's the thing, is because I read the whole thing, the manga before coming into the movie. It's a like it feels like there's it's more emphasis on fighting, but when you actually watch it, most of the movie is honestly like talking and like a
Yeah,
lot
it's a very
of you
good storyline.
seeing Denji's relationship as he's kind of split between the character Makima, who's basically grooming him, and Reze, this new woman that comes into his life,
Yeah.
and their kind of relation. And it honestly had some really beautiful scenes because I think the soundtrack was great. Many of the like the pianos that were used, or even
Yeah, I
some
was
of the
just gonna
heavy
say
metal
it didn't
music.
have heavy music. It was
Only
more
during the
like
fight
it wasn't.
scenes it had heavy
It was
music.
instrumental, but not talkative. It was a good sound system. Sound.
Yeah, soundtrack. And I think like it was really beautiful, I think, with a lot of the like symbolism it had in some of the scenes, and the
Yeah, and I caught being person again with me who hasn't ever watched the anime. I've seen clips and stuff of them. I caught on right away, didn't I,
yeah.
of what it was,
Yeah,
the
because
symbolisms.
there's one scene. So little spoilers here, spoiler warning. Reze in this film, basically, Denji is the hybrid between the chainsaw devil and like a person, while Reze, the main basically the main antagonist of the film,
Antagonist.
is
Yeah,
the hybrid of the bomb devil and the woman known as Reze,
yeah.
who was like a Soviet Russian experiment because it takes place in like the 80s.
Yeah, and you
Um,
find that out like almost to the end of the
but
movie.
but you
That
kind of
is a big spoiler.
you get a hint of it though, because about halfway through the movie it looks like some like crazy dude's going to kill her, but she like pulls basically some taekwondo moves and kills him, and then like sings in
Well,
Russian.
he's an
Yeah,
assassin
a
after the
Denji.
Chainsaw Man.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I mean, it like shows him. Usually, what people call it is something like fodder, because fodder is usually a character that they themselves are strong in their own way, but their whole existence is to be defeated by another character to show that that other character is stronger. Like
Oh,
this
gotcha.
dude, it's like you hear he's done like horrible things. You see him like murder some woman, and then like he looks like he's gonna kill Reze, and then Reze like effortlessly kills him, and then starts singing in Russian, which kind of gives you the first hint that something's not right.
Yeah, yeah. That it did. And but I kind of knew it before, but that's just who I
Yeah,
am.
and
But it was a
yeah,
good I have to say it's a good movie. I was surprised. Now would I see it in the movie theater? We did. We paid for it, but I don't I don't think a lot of people would, but they're missing out I think a little bit cuz it is pretty good.
I mean it's
I
made a
mean,
good bit
it
of
is good.
money so far. I think it's made like 100 million or something like that,
I'm really
which is
surprised they
pretty
didn't
good.
have that damn bucket
Yeah,
that you
but
were going to get with
yeah,
the
the
popcorn. Hello, Epic.
yeah,
Where's your popcorn bucket?
yeah, they had it for the other anime movie,
They
but
had all of them. There was three different. You can get three different
for like Black
popcorn buckets for
Phone and all
other.
these other
Yeah,
movies, but
and I was like, where is this one?
where
But who knows?
but
Maybe they sold out the first night.
I wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the movie I think also for like if you even if you haven't watched Chainsaw Man, if you know the concept, if you've read like the plot, not plot summary, but just generally like this is the
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 characters,
character, and you kind of know at
and
least how
it's
it
set in
operates.
Japan.
Yeah, it's set in
It's set
Japan
in
in the
Japan.
80s.
It's a Japanese
I mean, yeah,
anime.
that's
Yeah.
usually how they go. But and you will, I think, still like it. And people that I mean already like Chainsaw Man will really like it because I think the fight scenes are really awesome for people that like that, like myself.
Yeah.
They're very beautiful, fast paced. There's even
But it
some.
didn't take up all of the film. I didn't feel like it was
I
better
mean,
than
everything built up to it. That was the thing. So that it wasn't
Yeah,
just like
yeah. And
random
that
fight,
was what I
random
was
fight.
yeah, I was surprised at that because I've watched animes, like Jujutsu Kaisen, where you're like, oh my God,
Yeah,
is this ever? And I
be,
like Jujutsu Kaisen, but it takes for a long time
because
to get
the
to.
issue is that some animes, because they're shonen, that because shonen is a type of manga published that's very popular. Shonen literally means teenage boy. It's for teenage boys usually, and they're called battle anime. And because sometimes the plot in these are just a vehicle to get to other fights, like other cool fights. I don't think Chainsaw Man's like that. Chainsaw Man, I think you are as engrossed in the in between of what happens and these characters as it builds them up in Denji and his personal relationships as
Uh-huh.
equally as the fights that happen and
Yeah.
this kind of mystery that's built up because it's I think the relationship between Denji and Reze is this very um kind of beautiful relationship that's kind of tragic in a lot of ways. I remember seeing right after the movie came out, Tatsuki Fujimoto did like an
Uh-huh.
interview, like answering a bunch of questions, and I'll try and find it real quick because, um, again, big spoilers here.
We're
Oh,
a bunch of spoilers.
yeah.
Go
So
ahead.
basically, like big spoilers. At the end of the movie, um, even after they resolve their fight, Denji saves Reze, and then he's like, "I'm gonna be waiting at the at
The
this cafe
restaurant.
for you." And she's about to go leave back to Russia, but then last second she runs back and she tries going for him, and right before she reaches him, Makima stops and kills her, and then
Well, yeah, and I'm not sure because like she's part the
Bomb Devil.
devil, right? Yeah. So she doesn't really die, does
No,
she?
she is immortal, but that just means that she is basically going to be locked away.
Yeah.
But what Fujimoto said is, Reze exits the story here. I like it when the protagonist and heroine don't end up together, and I want them to carry that weight forever. That's why I didn't want Denji and Reze to get together or for Reze to become an ally.
Which was sad to me
Yeah,
because I mean that is like heart-wrenching because I mean, yeah, if people watches the Chainsaw Man, they'll understand. I
but
don't have anything more to say, but
yeah.
it was good.
Overall, I think it also has some really cool tie-ins to the manga. I'll post a picture because they have a reference to the first chapter cover for Chainsaw Man, and the artwork is just really good, I think, and it's just
Yeah, I think
framed.
so too. I thought it was better. Like I said, it was better than I thought it was going to
It,
be.
it
Um,
was framed excellently. It was an amazing because I think that the arc in the original manga was I liked it, but it wasn't like super duper amazing. But like the movie pushed it so high above like what I thought it was gonna be, and
uh-huh.
it was really just an excellent story. Though I
Did
gotta
you read this? Was this arc in the movie? Was it in the manga,
yeah, it
or
wasn't
is
a
it's by itself?
no
It did it.
it is a adaptation from the manga. It's 12 chapters.
Uh-huh. Oh yeah,
Compared to some anime movies where they're just like a little in between story, whatever, not in the
that's
manga,
what I was
not
wondering.
canon.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I was wondering.
and it's a really important arc in between. So I think that you can, if you know what it is, you can watch it on its own. I would recommend watching season one just because it's also really good.
And it's
But
on Crunchyroll, right?
but if you want to watch season two, you need to watch the Reze movie
Yeah,
because
it's definitely going to bridge between the two.
yeah,
Hence arc.
whenever season two comes out, which will probably be like when I'm an old man or something, because
No, I thought I heard it was supposed to come out next year, but I
probably
could be
two
wrong.
years, I imagine, with how
Mm,
release dates work of stuff like this,
yeah,
and they have other
you just
projects.
never know.
But
Sorry, Valerie.
yeah, overall, I'd 100% recommend it for people that have not.
What's your rating on it?
Honestly, I think it's a 10 out of 10 because
Really?
it is actually currently the highest like there's another anime called Free Run that only is barely like beating it in terms of like highest rated anime of all time.
Oh wow.
Like of all
Wow.
time, by the way, like highest
Uh-huh.
score. On Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 99% from audience, 100% from critics, from
Oh wow.
over
See,
3,000
I
reviewers.
would have said a 9 out of 10. Just because sometimes for me, I'm old and the fight scene at the very end is like, all right now, but it's not the very end. It's kind of towards the very end, but it's not. I liked it though, that just because there's more than just the end of the last fight scene, there's more to movie. It doesn't just
Yeah,
end there,
I
and I like
it
that too.
definitely it's definitely deeper than a lot of movies,
Yeah,
and
and it
I
has a lot of emotional things,
it's
and it goes
very, yeah. So you continue.
yeah. So you're a 10 out of 10, I'm a 9 out of
Yeah.
10,
Also,
9.5 out of 10.
I just found
I'll
it.
give it a
I
9.
found it from 4 days ago. It's like, yeah, it's I forgot which website this is, but it's like a really big rating website. It has like a 9.18
Oh, that's
from
good.
one of
Yeah,
them, and then from Rotten
that is really
Tomatoes
good. Mhm.
is literally 99% from like uh literally over 3,000 reviewers. So I think that
Well,
is
and if you
really good.
really truthfully nowadays, because movies are such crap, that's a good sign. And
I
I thought it was
yeah,
good. I didn't regret being there and watching it at all. Like there was
yeah.
that just that one fight scene that goes really long, and I was
But
like, oh, I should have waited to
I
go
mean
pee then.
that's how what you're gonna expect though. I mean, if you people that like fight
No,
scenes, which is the
huh?
majority of people, really are
Yeah,
gonna like
yeah,
it. But even if you don't, just like
yeah.
but also for those that like fight scenes, it's not too short that you're like, oh, it's just whatever build up.
No, no, it's good.
It's
I think
really
it's
an
good.
engaging fight, and
Hmm.
it feels rewarding, and it feels like it doesn't go too long, and it's not too short either. Um,
No, yeah,
and overall, it's yeah,
yeah, it's good. I
I
think
think
people should. I think more people should go see it. I feel
more
like they should.
100%, because it's really one of those things where it's just like, are you gonna go spend this, or are you gonna go spend your money and go watch something schlock, right? Though
Yeah,
to note,
right.
if you're going to the movie theater, it's default in Japanese, so make sure you go
Oh
like with
yeah,
subtitles. Make sure that if you want to listen to it in English, you have to
Go to the dubbed one.
like whenever you're signing up for the theater, click one that says dubbed, like reserved
Yeah,
dubbed
because I think
seating.
you know what? They were not very good at explaining a lot of that stuff too, and that is bad on the theater that they didn't explain what that meant. They should truthfully just have it in dubbed. Because why not? You have enough of you have it already dubbed. Just dub it.
Yeah, because there's
It's in
dubbed, and
America.
then there's
Yeah, and
subtitles.
there's
Because there's
subtitles.
some people that are very Puritans. I'm personally someone that likes dubs because, the,
I'm glad it was dubbed, truthfully. I think it made it good. And it was very well dubbed.
yeah,
So I've seen bad
I
ones.
thought it was really good. I think overall it's a funny movie. It's a sad movie. I mean, it's really just it is the best adaptation that could be done for this specific arc. And
Yeah.
I know they're probably not going to make another Chainsaw Man movie, but I would definitely go back and watch something like that in theaters. I'd watch this movie a second time in theaters, but that's just
You
me.
probably would.
Yeah.
I know. All right. That's all
All
I
right,
have
but
to say.
that is it. The rating score, X is giving it a
I'm going to do it 9.5.
9.5, and I'm giving it a solid 10 out of 10. I think that when you watch it,
It was better
yeah,
than I expected. Yeah.
it was better than you expected, and for anyone that already likes anime, I think it'll blow your mind. That's my
Yeah.
opinion.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
We will, anyways, see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.